Okay, we have more people join us. Okay, good. All right, thank you, Abdullah. Right, so we'll get started for today. So today's session is about online business listings and blogging channels. So if there's anyone in the meeting who doesn't know who we are, so I'll just start presenting. So, Active Services Digital is a company which started in the UK. We started about 3 years ago in the UK. We worked with a few clients there. Then we're slowly starting to expand in African countries. So expanding in Mauritius and Morocco. They're two good economies, so expanding there. So Active Services are experts in development of web portals, e-commerce stores, and custom applications. And then once we develop all these platforms for our customers, we help them advertise online using media buying. So media buying is the configuration of ads and making sure these ads reach their target audience. So this is our main focus. Our main focus are these two services. But on the other side, as a free service, as a free thing that we do, we guide businesses towards making the right decision when it comes to marketing. So basically, we give them advice. We tell them what audience they need to be reaching out to, um, who who are uh, who are their target audience, what platforms they need to be using, and so on. So it's quite what we do here is quite in depth. So if you're interested in this, do let us know. Again, we went through this before. Why is this course free? So we help businesses, we guide them for free. So we've decided to create this course to guide more businesses at once, so that it's easier for many people to learn about digital marketing and how they need to be marketing their services. Another question that I get is, why doesn't Active Services Digital provide digital marketing services? The reason for this is because digital marketing is huge. It keeps growing every day. There are new changes to it every day. And the thing is that for us as a business, if we do the whole of digital marketing for one client, we cannot grow and expand to deal with other clients. So that's why we've decided that we're going to teach it instead, and we're going to focus on what we're really good at, which is development and media buying. So for today's session, what are we going to talk about? We'll discuss about what online business listings are, the benefits of online listings, how to create a Google business profile, how to create a Bing for business profile, how to create a profile on Apple Maps, and then I'm going to go over other type of business listings. Another topic that we'll talk about is the optimization of social media channels. So in our previous session, we talked about creating the social media channel, posting on it, what type of content to post it. Now comes the bit where you learn how to optimize it and how to make it work a bit better, how to make it more accurate and look better for your brand. Another thing that we're going to talk about are blogging websites, how you can use other websites to write about your brand, your company, and that's a link that you have about your brand. And next point would be blogging on social media and your own website. So you can write blogs, write articles to post on social media and on your own website. I'll show you an example on our website how we've done it. And yeah, and then the last bit is reviews. How important reviews are, how to get started with reviews, how to ask your customers for it, and how to get more good reviews with time. So okay, so what are online business listings? So, online business listings are digital directories where businesses can showcase their information. So, these are normally websites where you can go register your business, add your business details, your name, business name, contact information, address, hours of operation, services that you give, and this would automatically create a profile for you. So, it works similar to Facebook, to the Facebook business page. It's similar, but it's on other websites with other traffic, with other members. So it's just creating more links to your business so that when people Google your business, you have all these links that come up. So these are business listings. So the benefits of having business listings for your brand is the increased visibility. Again, when people are going to be searching your company, you'll have lots of links that will talk about your company. There's local SEO boost. You will increase, so your ranking will increase in search on the search engine. So, for example, if someone is looking for your product or services and you're listed on all these platforms, your ranking will increase because you have more links, you have more pages talking about you. Another bit is credibility. People will trust you more because they see your brand everywhere. They see people leaving reviews. Again, on these business listings, people can review reviews. The customer can give reviews, and you can manage these reviews, publish them on your website, use them as social media content, and do much more with it. So it has a lot of advantages, and I highly recommend that you do this. You don't need any type of investment. You don't need any funds. You don't need anything to start this. Most of them are free. You can just go on these platforms, create your account, create your profile for your business, and it's going to be there. People will find you. They will contact you through these profiles, and it's just out there to help you. So you can use that to boost your business, really. Okay, so the popular ones that we have are Google My Business. This is the dot that you see for different businesses when you go on Google Maps. Then you have Bing Places for business. This works similarly. So Google My Business, Bing Places, and Apple Maps, same concept. They're going to be on a map. They're going to be a pin on a map, and they're going to be a business profile that you create. Then you have Facebook business page. We went through this on session 2. You can create a page on Facebook, add your business details, add your services, your contact information, and that's a Facebook business page. Then you've got TripAdvisor. So, for example, if you're selling products, if you're selling food, for example, TripAdvisor is a good one because a lot of tourists use this. So they're gonna find your business on there. They're gonna see the good reviews, and then they can give good reviews there as well. So TripAdvisor quite popular. Yelp is also quite popular. Again, a lot of Mauritians are starting to use this, but all these platforms are just going to create additional links for your business. So you're going to be on all these platforms, makes you look more genuine, makes you look more trustworthy, and better on the long term. And then if you're giving services, if your business is more B2B, you've got LinkedIn company pages. Again, that's another external business listing link that you can have. So these are the most popular ones. Then you've got Trustpilot for Mauritius. I'm gonna go into more details for Mauritius online business listings. So that's gonna come a bit later. So the next bit is about creating a Google business profile. So I went through this, I think, on session 1 with a few people. Session 1, I went through this bit. I showed them where you need to go. So to create a Google business listing, it's quite easy. You go on your Google search, you type Google business profile. Again, it's going to show me mine. Mine is here. It's already registered, but you can go on the first link, click on manage now. Again, because I've already created, it's going to bring me to the main page. This is for hours. Then you're going to get another page. So in my case, I'll just click add a new business listing, and here you can add your business name, business category. So I'll just call it test for now, just so that you can see the next bit. Okay, software company, I'll do that. So business name, business category. Next, do you have a location? So if you have a location, great. If you don't, that's fine either. You can put no. So I'll put no in that case. Or let me just put yes. Okay, I'll just put yes. Okay, then they're gonna ask you for your address. Okay, then as you keep going, they keep asking you more information about your services, your phone number, your opening hours, etc. So that's Google business listing. Pretty easy, pretty easy to set up. You add all your details, and then at the end of the day, this is what you should have. You should have access to this, where you've got all your business details. You can add updates here. You can add the updates from your business. You can add questions like frequently asked questions about your business, your phone number, opening hours, address, website if you've got one, and then all of this is going to be automatic once you put your address. So you can add quite a few things here. And then if you see here, when people Google you, so that's our company. If people Google your company, they'll find all of this. They'll find all these links. So you see I've registered. So I have my website coming up. I've got LinkedIn, I've got yellow.mu, that's a local business listing. I've got YouTube. Then yeah, I'm in the process of creating all of this. So then there are gonna be much more links that will appear. So when people Google you, you keep filling up the first page, and that's more links for you. So that's Google Business. Then you've got Bing Places. So similar concept, Bing Places. I'll go to the link. You can Google it. It's the same thing. So actually, Bing Places, I'll do it with you. I need to do it for myself. So I'll do it with you. So new user. Okay, we click on new user. So if you're already registered on Google Business, this becomes much easier. You can just import it. So you click on this, you sync this information, you do it weekly so that any updates that you do there also comes here. Click on continue to business profile, select your profile here if you're already registered. That's why I advise doing the Google business listing first, because once you do this, a lot of the other platforms are gonna integrate with the Google business listing, and they're gonna take the information directly, so that's gonna be much easier. Okay, so yeah, then I choose the business listing here. I click on continue. Okay, sign in using Google account, that's fine. It's quite straightforward. You choose your details, you log in with your Google account. Okay, then they're gonna ask you to confirm your information, which is fine. Might access, okay, that's fine. Country Mauritius. Okay, so I'll just save this. Okay, okay. We've done this, right? Okay. Seems to be a little mistake here. Let me see. Again, these platforms, they have a way of working. Sometimes you might need to do it again. Most of the time it's straightforward. Okay, there you go. So this is imported. Okay, one business successfully imported. Okay, go to dashboard. It's not verified yet, because so what happens with each of these business listings, they're going to have to verify you. So either they'll send you an email to verify your account, or they'll verify it using their other ways. Another way that they can verify it is they'll send you a letter. They'll send you a letter at the address that you've put, and then they'll give you a code in that letter, and you'll be verified. So there are many ways, but most of these platforms, you have to be verified first, and then you're going to appear on there. So here we go. Here's my business listing. Okay, here it's saying your listing is currently being reviewed and will be published. So you have to go through the same thing. um okay, you can sync again. Okay, continue. Just sync once again to get all the details. Okay, quickly start syncing. So normally this should bring every detail, but in case it doesn't bring everything you want, for example, I can see business relationships that's missing. Um, if we click on edit here, you might find other things that are missing. Make sure that you're filling up all these information. That's very important. Okay, they've added the description, open, they've put the map. Okay, now it's telling us this. Okay, state, zip code. Just do next here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'll just do the pin. Okay, that's a bit tough. Okay, so where are we? Um, okay, right. Well, basically, what you need to do, I'm gonna find mine, but what you need to do is fill up all these information, add everything, as much information as you can, so that it's accurate. And yes, that's one important thing: accuracy. Make sure that you're putting the same information everywhere. If you put information that's different, then when people are searching, you might not come up. There might be some issues. So make sure you're putting the same information everywhere. For this, what I advise you to do is just create a Word document, add all your details there, and then when you're filling up these platforms, just copy and paste so that you have the same thing. So That's Bing Places for Business. Okay. The next one that we have is Apple Map. Again, this one is a bit similar to Google Business. This one, not sure if you can take your Google Business listing. It might ask you to create it from scratch. Another thing that you might need to do here is create an Apple ID. So this is easy. You just need to create a Apple account that's free. You can just create that. Then you log in, add all your details. Similar. So it's the same thing. You provide your information, you verify your business. So it's going to be, yeah, it's going to verify it. Might ask you for more information. So for example, when I did Apple Maps a few months ago, it asked me for my business registration number. So that's one thing that I went through in the first session. Before you start any business, make sure you register it. You have all your documentation, all your legalities up to standard, because all these platforms, everywhere you register your business, some places might ask you for the business registration number, your business address, and all that. So if you have it from the beginning, all the rest will be easy. Okay, so that's the same for Apple Maps and the other platforms. If they are having issues verifying you, they will ask you for these details. Okay, so the next bit is social media and optimizing your online listings. So social media counts as an online business listing. It's the same as a listing. So there are different ways that you need to optimize these platforms. So the first bit is completing the profile. You need to make sure that you add every single detail that you have. Your profile needs to show as 100% done. That's gonna put you really at the top. You need to do that. Then you need to use relevant keywords for your business, for your services, for your products. You need to make sure that you add these keywords that people will be looking for. So, for example, if you're selling clothes, you need to put clothes shop on your business listing. You need to put what type of clothes you're selling. Go into as much detail as possible. So that's the first bit. Make sure you complete them and you have as much details as possible. Another thing that's very important is the consistent branding. You need to make sure that you have a logo and that this logo has specific colors and that you're sticking to the colors as well. So when you're posting on these different listings, stick to stick to the logo and to the colors. Make sure that it's the same everywhere. So just give me 1 second, guys. I'm having a lot of people are asking or getting stuck. So just 1 sec. Um, um, okay, meeting passcode. Right. So, yeah. So the next bit that you need to do to really optimize your platforms is to know your target audience. I've talked about this in the first session. You need to know who your customers are, what type of content do they like, what type of content do they engage in, what are their behaviors online, what platforms did they use more, where will you find them. So you need to know all of this so that you adapt your business listings to this. Okay, then the other bit too, when you're posting on these social media and online listings, is to have quality content, good quality content, good quality images, videos, and text that are going to help. Okay, you need to post regularly. You need to make sure that you're posting quite regularly. So the online listings, you can post on them as well. You can add your updates. You can post on them the same way you do on social media. You can post there, add text, as add images, add videos, and that's more content for you that's out there. So again, if you keep all these platforms up to date, you'll keep going high in the rankings, in the listings of Google and other search engines. So the other bit is, again, there's more that you can do. You can use hashtags on all these platforms. You can engage with your audience on these platforms, so you can answer to their messages, you can answer to their comments, to their reviews, and you can also share their reviews, share their comments on your social media. So if you've got a good review, I would advise, of course, sharing this, just so that your brand gets more exposure, gets more trust. So that's very good. Another thing that's important is having a posting schedule. So last week we talked about these scheduling tools that you have online. So there's Plannable, there's Facebook Business Suite, there's Hootsuite. So you can use all of this and post across all these listings and all these platforms all at once. And Google Business Listing is actually unplannable. So if you go on there, connect your Google Business Listing, and you can start scheduling posts from there. And then what happens on the day that the post is scheduled, it will go out automatically. Another thing that you can do is that's mostly for social media, is to use stories and live audios. So once you've started doing all these things, so this and these tips here, once you start doing this on a more regular basis, you'll see your platform grow in numbers automatically, because this is what these platforms want you to do. They want you to post on there, they want you to add more details on there, and most importantly, they want you to engage with your audience. They want people to use their platform as much as possible for as much time as possible. So the bigger, the best content that you post, the more people engage, the more they will reward you with better numbers. So stick to this, do it on a regular schedule, do it quite often, and then you'll see your numbers grow gradually. Again, one thing I really want to to stress on is that this is not how you get clients. This is how you make your brand look better and get more trust. But this is not how you'll get clients at the end of the day. There's other ways for each business to get clients. This is just for you to this is just for you to make your brand look good online, and for to make and to increase the trust with time. So these are great. Then the next tips that you can do is collaborate and cross promote. So if you're friends, for example, with people who have good following, who've got a good business page, then you can ask them to tag you on their business page, to post about you. That counts as cross promotion. Another thing that you can do is collaborate with influencers. So influencers have a lot of followers, so you need to make sure again that you're collaborating with influencers that have your target audience. You need to ask them and make sure that they have people that are interested in your business. If they do not, then it's quite useless, because you'll just be getting a few likes and followers, but at the end of the day, that will not convert into any type of sale or anything. So again, you can do cross promotion, that helps. Another thing that really helps also to make sure that you're on the right track is using the analytics tools. So each platform, Google Business, um, Bing for Places, then you've got Apple Maps, Facebook Business. All of them have analytics graphs. So I'll show you an example. So on here on on Google Business, I've just registered this about 2 days ago, or something, for Mauritius. So if we go on performance, you'll see these graphs here. You'll see how many people visited your profile, how many calls you got, messages, directions, bookings, and how many people went on your website if you've got one. So these graphs are available everywhere. So if you see that your graph is going up all the time, that's good. If you're seeing that there are issues with that, something is going down, then you need to adapt and change strategies. So always monitor this, make sure that your numbers are always going up. So for example, I'll show you. um, so I've registered, this is specific for website, I'll go through this next week. So for example, if I look at my numbers for my website for Mauritius, just registered, it's looking okay. I go on Search Console Insights. So what is Search Console? This is just Google listings. You'll see here we've got good numbers. So you need to make sure that this keeps happening, and that you keep going up and down, but on a consistent uh, peak. You need to be consistently up. So use these graphs, use these numbers to know what's going on. Here you'll be able to see like where your traffic is coming from. So Analytics is something I'll go through next week, but make sure that you're tracking all of this, and making sure that it's all going up all the time. Okay, next advice that I would give you is to advertise strategically. Sorry, make sure that you're using paid advertising once in a while. I don't want, if you want to go for organic growth, that's fine as well. But paid advertising can also help to grow your brand. So do the Facebook boosts. Make sure that you're targeting for your right audience, and then try to get your numbers up using these ways as well. That also helps. And then another thing that's very important, which we're going to start talking about and start posting on our website, are the social media algorithm change. So social media follow every social media channel follows a specific algorithm. They reward people in a specific way, and these algorithms keep changing. Sometimes they want you to do something new, they want you to go back to doing something that you used to do in the past. So all of this keeps changing every month or so. So what we're going to do, as from this year, as from January, we're going to start talking about this a lot on our website. So I'll show you where it's going to be. So if you go on our website, activeservices.online, okay, if you go and learn here, blogs and articles, so you're gonna have a lot of blogs here, but it's gonna be mostly under digital marketing trends. And here you'll have like the latest updates in social media algorithms. I'll actually post one today and I'll send it in the group. So here you can go and then read what are the latest changes, and then you can adapt your strategy accordingly. So that's one very important thing. Another way you can keep up with this is literally go on YouTube and type algorithm changes. So I'll go on YouTube and show you. There's lots of videos for this. They keep posting about this. So for example, algorithm cha- um, allow changes, Instagram 2024, for example. Okay, so there's this guy, I watched this. So that's 22 hours ago, one day ago. He talks about a lot of things that are changing, that will change. So it's good that you watch these videos and adapt accordingly. So do the same for each of the platforms that you're using, and then your numbers will be constantly growing because you're changing your strategy based on what they want you to do. Okay, so I'll continue here. Right. So the next part that I want to talk about is blogging platforms. So blogging is very important for your brand. What it does is that it shows your customers, it shows potential customers that you know what you're talking about, you're a professional in this field, and it will help you a lot on the long run. Blogs are things that stay forever. They really stay forever as long as you keep your channel activated. So, for example, if you're selling spare parts for vehicles, one way you could use blogs is to write about tips how to keep these parts, how to keep them new, how to keep them from getting damaged, how to prevent them from getting damaged. So you can write blogs on all your platforms, on all your social media. The most popular platforms to write blogs on at the moment are LinkedIn. So if you're professional, LinkedIn is good. Then you've got medium.com. Medium.com is an international channel. So if you want to grow your platform a bit internationally, get more people from other countries also involved, medium.com is a good one. So I'll show you how medium.com is. Okay, medium.com, you've got loads of articles about different topics. So again, here, when you register here, it also counts as a business listing. You can register, talk about talk about your brand, talk about your services, your products, and then you will be listed here. You'll get people that will read your articles from other countries as well. Then, well, I've seen a lot of Mauritians also use this. Then what you can do is share the blogs from here to your social media, and vice versa. You can post on social media, share here, or post here and share on social media. So that's blogging. and then you can post on other you can post on sorry so you can post on other industry blogs. So for example, if I'm looking at, let's say, blogging platform, digital marketing, Mauritius. Okay, so there'll be platforms here. There'll be places that where there'll be websites where you can post about your company, about your business. For this, again, you need to do a lot of research. You need to know what platforms these are, because it depends on what your service is, what your products are. They've created platforms for each one of them. There's hardly any specific one. So if you go research about your, if you do a research about your products. So for example, clothes shops in Mauritius. Okay, so if I was to type this, so first of all, this is your business listing, Google Business. Then what you want to do is find all these links, find all these articles that people are writing. Then what you want to do is go register on these platforms if you can, or if you cannot, what you can do is you can send them an email with your blog, and then they'll add you in their blogs, in the next blogs that they write, in the next articles that they write. So these are listings for clothing. You see, it's completely different to digital marketing. So you can add your brands on these. You see, Mauritius Discovery Tools, you can be added there. Fashion House is their own brand. You can't really add there. Um, well, you've got quite a few different ones on which you can be added, um, on which you can add your brand, on which you can add your blogs and your articles. So that's also very important for your online presence, is to write on different platforms, to be present on different websites, so that again, when people Google about you, they find all these links about you. Okay, so again, industry specific forums, make sure you're posting on something that's very specific to your industry. If you're posting on something on a platform that's not really specific, that's not really for you, then you might not get the results that you want. So make sure you're focusing on your target market. Another place you can blog is Facebook business page. That's quite easy. You just go on your Facebook business, you write a small article about your brand, about um, how people can use your products more efficiently, how they can prevent your products from getting damaged on the long run, something like that, so that you show your audience that your industry, you know your brand. Another thing you can do is answer questions. That's very important. So on Facebook groups as well, if you see people asking questions that are relevant to you, make sure you're answering. Make sure you're answering so that you engage with them. I actually got a client like this. Someone posted on a Facebook group, on one of the expat groups, I think. They posted about they posted that they needed help with Shopify, the stuck with Shopify, which is an e-commerce platform. And I just answered there, you can do this, and then they engaged with me, they answered my messages, and then now this person is a client. So again, make sure you're answering questions all the time if they're relevant to you, and be present on all these groups. So you have Quora, which is an international one, but Facebook groups for Mauritius is a very good place to be. Make sure you register and you sign up on all these groups, and if you see questions coming up relevant to you, you answer. That can turn into a client. Okay. Again, another thing you can do is blog on your own website. So if you've got your own website built, you can add blogs and add content there. So the same way we've done here, these are loads of blogs that we've added. Okay, this is good for our for first thing, the ranking on Google will see us as a good provider because we're talking about these services, we're giving tips to businesses, we're providing more information. So Google will increase our ranking with time because they can see that we have more information about that topic. So that is a good thing to do. So when you have a website, make sure you're doing this, adding lots of blogs in here. And then another thing you can do directly is for example, I'll take this one, website development. So when you have your own website, when you're blogging on here, it becomes much easier to share on social media. What you can do is just copy the link here, and then you can go on social media, paste the link, and that will automatically bring a preview. There, it will bring up a box. It will bring up a box on your social media preview, and then people can click on that box, go directly on your website, and they can read the blog there. So that makes it much easier. Again, you can see here a blog about, so this is about WordPress website development, the different uh, why would you choose us for WordPress development, our process, let's build something together. So again, like this, you can write about your services, and that will increase your ranking, that will increase um, that will increase your visibility on search engines first of all, and then on social media if you're posting the blogs there. And there are ways to do this. Again, there are some specific things you need to follow. First thing, make sure you're following branding. So if you're creating an image, if you're creating a graphic for your blog, the same way I did there on the website, you see this is on brand. This is the green that I have, the blue, the white. So this is on brand. Make sure you're sticking to this. Then on your website as well, make sure you're sticking to your colors. Okay, that's very important. You see that it looks very neat, and it looks similar to the other pages on the website. So if I go to another blog, for example, so important of website optimization, you see that's similar here. So it makes it easier for the reader to go through and to navigate. So that's very important when you're doing blogging on your website. Then that the importance of blogging on your website is SEO advantage. Again, Google will see that your website is talking about this a lot, so it will put you on top a bit more. Another thing that helps with blogging on your own website is the flexibility and customization. So you can add lots of different features. You can add forms in your blogs. So for example, if you're talking about something that people might need help with, you can add a form on your blog. People find the blog, read the blog, then fill up the form. That's that's you getting that's a way for you to get more clients. So you can customize these blogs on your website. And again, authority building, you're showcasing your expertise, you're building trust, you're showing that you know what you're talking about. So that's important when you're doing blogging on your own website. Okay. Another thing that you can do here is email integration. So, for example, that's one thing that I do is email marketing. Is everyone that's registered with us, we're gonna send them emails about how they can boost their business. All these tips will be sending them. So you can do the same thing. You can post on your website, copy the link, put it in an email, send it out to your customers, to your subscribers, and that's one way you can increase your traffic, increase your numbers, and so on. Another point is engagement and community. You're going to get more engagement with time. It's a long-term asset. Like I've said, if you keep your website live, if you keep your social media platforms live, these stay forever. They stay on and on. And if you write about something that's useful, that people keep visiting, keep looking at, that's very important. If you can write a blog about something that people will need on and on and on. So for example, if you're giving tip about how to take care of a specific product that you sell, people will keep visiting it. Even if they've bought it a long time ago, they'll keep visiting the blog because these are steps that they need to follow again and again. So that's very good. That's showing that you're creating content that people keep engaging with. So make sure that this is the type of content you're creating that people keep visiting. Another thing is cross linking. That's very important. So when you're creating blogs here on your website, you can share them on social media, and that's a link between social media and your website. Then what happens when users click on the link on social media, they go on your website, and that's numbers that you're getting both in both places at the same time. So make sure that you're doing this. Okay, then the next bit is about reviews. Okay, reviews, that's really the last part of our session today. Okay, so reviews is about the importance of reviews is to build trust, first of all. About 90% of online users, online consumers, they do read the reviews. That's a general research that have been done with online users. They read reviews. They make sure that your brand is trustworthy, that people have had good experiences with you. So the importance is to build trust. Another point is it's a social proof. It's a proof that you're helping others, that people can trust your business. And then reviews impact your reputation as well. If you've got good reviews across the board, you'll have a really good reputation. I'll show you an example of someone I've worked with. um, I'll show you an example of someone I've worked with in the UK. So if you look at their reviews and how they've built it, so for example, I'll see this. This is a law firm, and if you see, they've got 174 reviews, and these are good reviews all across. They've got 4.8 on average, but these are all good reviews, and that makes your brand look much better. So most of the clients that come to this company, they come because of the good reviews. Again, again, that makes sense, and that's how you want your brand to look on the long run. You want to make sure that you're getting a lot of good reviews. Okay, then yeah, so this is very important. Make sure that you're pushing your clients to get good reviews. I'll talk about how you can do this in the next slide. So where can you collect your reviews from? We talked about this. When you create Google Business, Facebook page, Yelp, TripAdvisor, and all the others, you'll have a section there where people can leave reviews. So what you can do is share these links with them, and they can add their reviews there directly. So Google Business is one, Facebook, Yelp. Another one local for Mauritius is Yellow Pages Mauritius. You can go there, create an account, list your business, and then people can leave reviews there. You've got Hello Peter also, which is a popular one apparently in Mauritius. People use that. You can register there as well. TripAdvisor. So you've got these platforms where you can register your business and collect reviews. Then you've got Trustpilot as well, which is one. You've got Zomato, which is a good one as well. Zomato is very good for restaurants, cafes. So if you've got any food related business, Zomato is a good one. You've got Yellow.mu, that's a local directory. You've got local review, again, same thing. So on all these platforms, you can collect reviews. You can send them to your clients that you know have had a good experience, and they can leave good remarks there, give you 5 stars, and so on. Okay, so yeah, we've talked about Trustpilot. Okay, now how can you increase the amount of reviews you get? The different ways you can do this. The first thing, of course, which makes sense, make sure you're providing a good service. Make sure that your products are really good, that people are satisfied with your service. Make sure that this is always happening, no matter if they give reviews or not. Make sure that you're always giving your best at what you do. Another way that you can do this. So if you do this, if you provide good service, people will automatically go and give you good reviews. A lot of people do this. They automatically go and do this. You don't even have to ask for it. So if you automatically good, you'll get the good reviews. Another thing that you can do, so if you're having a face-to-face interaction, if you know your client is happy with you, you can ask for reviews in person. Ask them directly. Ask them, just tell them, please give me a good review on social media, on all these links. I can send you the links. Make sure that you give good reviews so that people can trust my brand a bit more. That's good. That's good to do this, because on the long run, that will affect your brand a lot. That will make sure that your brand is really good. Another way you can ask for reviews is really by email marketing. So after you've dealt with the client, after you've provided the service, you can send a follow-up email to your client and add the links to these review channels and ask them to give you feedback. So again, the way that this person, the law firm, has got a lot of reviews is they've done this. After they've dealt with every single client, they send an email, and that email is already written, it's already saved somewhere. Just copy paste it, send it to the person, and that's you getting reviews. Another way you can do this is create a review page on your website. So if you have a website, you can create a page, add a form on there. You can let people write their name, write their email, and write their reviews, give you stars. And then what you can do is use these reviews as social media content, and you can post them on your own website. But again, this is helpful. This helps if you want to create social media content, but I would advise you giving them the link directly for Google Business or and all these other platforms. It's better that they put the reviews there directly so that their name appear, so that all their details appear there, and it looks more genuine. Okay, another thing that you can do is you can incorporate review requests in invoices and receipts. So, for example, if you send invoices by emails or receipts by email, you can add the links to reviews on these emails directly. Just add them there, and then people will give you reviews. Another thing that you can do is use social media. If your clients come through social media, make sure you're sending them the links there. If you don't have their email, okay, then there are other ways as well you can do this. You can offer incentives. So ethically, you need to make sure you're doing this ethically. So for example, non-ethically would be to pay them to give you reviews and all that. That's not good. One way you can do this is you can offer them a discount. So for example, if they give you a good review today, the next time they come you give them a 5% discount, and that's already one way you can get more reviews. Another way is to optimize your Google business. Make sure that Google business listing is up there, and that when people are looking for you, when your customers are looking for you, they find your business profile. Because when they find it, then they'll be able to give reviews. Another way, if you're selling products, that I've seen a lot of companies do this. If you're selling products, you post them to your clients, or even if you give it to them directly, add a small review card with for example, with a QR code on there. They can scan the QR code, and that takes them to your Google business listing, for example, and then they can give reviews directly. You can do a contest or giveaway. Again, that's one of the way to offer incentives. So you do a giveaway. You tell your clients, if you give me a review, I'll give you a gift, a giveaway gift. Okay, you can do that. Another way to increase your reviews is to respond to existing reviews. So, for example, if you have returning clients and you've responded to their review once, they'll find this as a way to engage with you, and they'll give you more reviews again. Another very important thing is to educate your staff. Make sure your staff members know that they need to push your clients to give reviews. Teach them about the importance of giving reviews and how this can help your business on the long run. Okay, so summary of today's session. So we talked about online business listings, how they're important, how they matter when people look for your brand, how they are listed, how they come up when people Google your business name. These links, these business listings will come up, and the more of these you have, the more trust you will get, and the more visibility you'll get as well. Another thing that we talked about is social media and business listing optimization. You need to make sure that you're having the same, that you're having a consistent, similar branding everywhere. Make sure that you have the same logo, same color, same fonts, a bit everywhere. The next bit that we talked about is blogging. Make sure that you're writing blogs and articles about your service, about your products, how people can use your products better, how they can access your services access your services through your website and other ways. The last bit that we talked about for today was reviews. So how you need to make sure that you're getting good reviews the whole time. That you need to keep pushing people to give you good reviews everywhere they can. Okay, so that was for today's session. Again, we're always here. We offer free advice to a lot of businesses that come and see us. If you have any questions, if you want to plan your business, if you want to really know what you need to do exactly, come and see us. That's free. We'll give you free advice. And then if you need us to do anything for you, that's when we charge. But if you need just free advice and a guide, to really strategize for your business, let us know. Everyone has my number. You've got the email, you've got everything. So anything, just let us know. So is there any question for today? If there are any questions, do leave it in the chat here, so I'll just write it. Please leave questions here. So do let me know if anyone has any question. Again, this session is recorded. If you need to revisit it again, watch it again later on, you can. I'll publish it on the website by tonight, tomorrow. I'll also send a link on the group. So if you need to watch it again, feel free. So are there any questions for today then? Okay, I don't think. Okay, I don't think there are any questions. But again, if you have anything that you need to ask, very specific, if you need to go into detail about something that's not working in your strategy, reach out to us and we'll help you out. We'll tell you what you need to do. Okay, so I'll close the session for today. Um, Next session would be it will be on next Thursday on the 11th. So we'll talk about websites and SEO, how you can create your own website, how you can do SEO, and so on. So uh, yeah, so when it comes to website and SEO, this can get a bit technical, but I'll show you the basics of it, and then the rest you can learn it on YouTube videos and so on. Okay, so yeah, it was a pleasure talking to everyone. Feel free to reach out, and then we'll help you accordingly. All right, thank you, everyone.